Lately, I've been thinking, are the puppet strings in my blind spot? Most of you rappers are livestock in somebody's pocket like iPods. iPhones, I know, guess I'm not the market. I was born pretty good, Charlotte. Not trendy to know my jargon. Feeling old like I don't get caught.
What's up, everybody? I'm Skulls, and today we're going to be reacting to Start the Healing by Korn. I'm right here at midnight. The song just premiered, and I'm ready to see this shit. I am excited. I stayed up just for this. Korn was my absolute favorite band growing up. It started with Follow the Leader. I remember I got my hands on a copy of it, and I was hiding it in my room so my mom wouldn't find out, and I would put it in our CD player in the room, and I would play it very low so no one could hear. After that, there was Issues. I loved Issues. And then I started venturing back into their old stuff. I remember I really wanted to get my hands on their first album. And I remember once at like FYE or something, I found a cassette of their first album. And I actually went and took the sticker from Follow the Leader that was advertising all the hits on it. And I ripped it off and I put it on over the parental advisory sticker so my parents wouldn't know that it was an explicit album. And I got away with it. But man, they were my absolute favorite band of like all time when I was a kid. Like, I just loved them over everyone. I remember waiting around on TRL for Falling Away From Me to air for the first time. So many good memories. And now here we are, probably 20 years later, and they're still putting out music because they're just that damn good. There's a few albums I missed and I heard they weren't the best, so I'm not that worried about them. But I've heard The Serenity of Suffering. I thought that was a spectacular album. It was their best one since Issues that I heard. And then they did The Nothing. I know The Nothing got some crap, but I thought it was almost as good as Serenity of Suffering. I thought it was fantastic. So I don't know what's up with that. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I thought that album was fucking awesome. It blows my mind that this band has been doing it since 94. 94 is the year they put out their first album. So this is a 27-year discography. That is absolutely insane. Almost 3 decades of putting out original music, and they're finding ways to stay relevant. And that's why Jonathan Davis will always be a legend to me. The amount of passion he has for his music and his craft is just unbelievable. He is just a legend, and so is the rest of the band. Fiedley, Monkey, Head. They're just awesome. But I'm surprised I even let myself ramble this long because I just want to hop into this. So guys, if you're new here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It helps the channel grow, it helps the video reach more people, and I really appreciate it. So here's Start the Healing by Korn. Turn it up. Yeah, the mic.
Do you really want to come with me? It's hard to see through the eyes of a stranger. Are you ready for the fear you leave so you can breathe and not live with the danger? But there's always something biting its way back in. But there's always something pushing me to give in. Do you really want to make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good. I should have been down. I couldn't let go. What could I do? I could take it all away. The feelings break apart. The pain is unfeeling. I should.
Yo, man, they never disappoint. They're just so good. There's a good mixture of singing and screaming. It's off to a good start. And the lyrics are, do you really want to come with me? It's hard to see from the eyes of a stranger. Are you ready for the feeling to leave so that you can breathe and not live with the danger? But there is always something fighting its way back in. But there is always something pushing me to give in. Do you really want to make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? So the lyrics are pretty common Korn. Usually his songs are his conflict with his dark side, his frustration, his anger surfacing due to him kind of battling his inner turmoil. This isn't really any different. So I'm just going to let the song play out and see if the narrative evolves in any kind of way. I should have been good. I should have been down. I could have let go. What could I do now? I can take it all away, the feelings break apart the pain and start the healing. I should have withstood. I shouldn't bow down. I couldn't get through. What could I do now? I take it all away, the feelings, break apart the pain and start the healing. So yeah, so the narrative is a little bit different. John seems to be a little bit more interested in getting better, which isn't always the case. Sometimes he's just letting out his frustration and venting. Actually, a lot of the stuff I hear from him seems to be that. And that's not a bad thing. You can do similar things and stay in this pocket and still find interesting ways to tackle it. But if you're a part of my channel, you know that I like when artists attack things from different angles or different perspectives. So I like that about the lyrics here. There's definitely an optimism in there.
Do you really wanna throw at me this travesty that cuts sharp like a razor? Are you ready for your scars to bleed? You will succeed pulling out the invaders. But there's always something fighting its way back in. But there's always something pushing me to give in. Do you really wanna make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good, I should have been down, I couldn't let go, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings, break apart the pain and start the healing. I should have.
Yeah, it's just blowing me away how good these last 3 albums have been. I mean, they still sound like Korn, but they've definitely given a more modern day twist to their sound. So the second verse is, do you really want to prowl with me? This travesty cuts sharp like a razor. Are you ready for your scars to bleed? You will succeed pulling out the invaders. So yeah, even in that verse, it sounds like he's inviting the good into his life. Like, let's confront the past and get past it. I like that approach, and I think that makes the song sound a bit more mature for Korn. Because venting is one thing, but actually confronting your issues is a whole other ballgame. Venting just allows you to keep your sanity, pretty much. It doesn't really progress you or change the game.
Everything I'm feeling burst into flames. Looking
You're
at
different.
his soul, it's broken and strange. Every night the wish is always the same. Keep on hoping that I don't go insane. The more you fall for it.
Yeah, see, those lyrics are reflecting a little bit what I said. It's all the same. I'm just hoping I don't go insane. Inventing is a precursor to change, but it's like self-awareness or insight. That can be helpful, but that doesn't mean change. But this kind of feels like an AA thing, where it's kind of like he's admitting he has a problem and he's ready to start the healing. Yeah, this honestly feels like a plea of someone who is sick of the same old thing and wants to break out of this routine of suffering.
The more you fall for it, the more it starts to stick. The more you fall for it, the more it starts to stick. The more you fall for it, the more it starts to stick. The more you
It's a good line.
it's never gonna quit. I should've withstood, I shouldn't bow down, I couldn't get through, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings, break apart the pain and start the healing. Break apart the pain and start the healing. Break apart the pain and start the healing.
Man, some pretty dope visuals too. Well guys, that was Start the Healing by Korn. It wasn't one of my favorites, but it was definitely above average. I'm also kind of in an analytical mode, so maybe that took some of the energy out of it. So this might be something that I start to like more the more I listen to it. I did enjoy it as a first impression, but I know myself, and a lot of the time, if there's a song that I instantly like right off the first listen. I'll usually like it for a while, and then it will just kind of fall by the wayside. My most favorite songs, my most favorite albums, I've always been a little questionable at first. And then over time, growing and understanding, I've grown to love it stronger than anything else. But like I said, as a first impression, this was a really solid song. I really enjoyed it. They just sound much more polished these days. I remember hearing a few singles off of some of their albums that I never really dug into, and they just felt more raw than like Issues or Follow the Leader. This sounds like top of the line production and just much more polished. I also think the hook on this was a lot better than some of the hooks on their last couple albums. Not that I dislike their hooks or anything, but a lot of the songs, I felt like their hooks were the weaker part of the song. Their verses were really interesting. But that's even the case going back to like Follow the Leader. But I feel like this was an improvement in that regard. But anyways, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. And wherever you guys are, I hope you're having a good day or a good night. And as always, I look forward to the next one. Peace.